Hi artists, it's Miss Kuhn, and today we're going to learn about paper quilling. Today you're going to need some strips of paper, toothpicks if you have them. I have some that I'm going to provide at school. If you don't have this, you can use a pencil. You also need scissors and glue. We are going to talk a little bit about the history of quilling first, and then we'll get started. Quilling is an art form that involves the use of strips of paper that are rolled, shaped, and glued together to create decorative designs. The paper is rolled, looped, curled, and twisted, and otherwise manipulated to create shapes that make up designs to decorate greeting cards, pictures, boxes, eggs, and make jewelry, mobiles, etc. Quilling started with rolling a strip of paper into a coil and then pinching the coil into shapes that can be glued together. There are advanced techniques and different sized paper that are used to create 3D miniatures, abstract art, flowers, and portraits, among many things. Although its exact origins are a mystery, the art of quilling is thought to have originated in ancient Egypt. It was also practiced as a form of art during the Renaissance. The paper was mostly used as strips that were trimmed from gilded edges of books. In the 18th century, quilling became popular in Europe and spread to America during the colonial times. Today, quilling is seeing a resurgence in popularity. It's sometimes used to decorate wedding invitations, Christmas cards, birth announcements, scrapbooks, or just create art. Quilling can be found in art galleries in Europe and in the United States, and it is an art that is practiced around the world. Okay, when you start quilling your paper, you need something to curl your paper around. You can use a toothpick, you could use a pencil, and you'll start with your strip. There's several different techniques that I'll put up on the screen in a moment, but I will hold it with my thumbs and then turn my strip around, coiling it around my toothpick or my pencil. When I get near the end, I need to hold it and add a little bit of glue. I think that stick glue works well, but if you've got, and my toothpick fell out, if you have liquid glue, that's fine too. And so if I keep it tight, that's a tight coil, and I need to hold it for a second. Remember, we've talked about glue. Sometimes if it doesn't stick right away, you can hold it and sing happy birthday to glue in your head, and that's about how long it takes it to stick. So I'll show you another one. So I'm going to wrap it around my toothpick, and you can also use a pencil. Okay, so I'm using my thumbs to roll it, and I'm trying to keep it stacked on top of itself. You might have to adjust it a little, holding it in place, being very patient. And I'm going to roll it, and this time I want a loose coil, so I don't want it to be so tight and closed. So I'm going to hold it and release it just a little so that it grows. This is a loose coil, and I can put a little bit of glue here. Hold it for just a moment to let the glue stick. So now I have a tight coil and a loose coil. Now I'm going to do another loose coil, but I'm going to manipulate it into another shape. So I'm going to roll, the tighter you keep it when you're rolling it, I think the easier it is, but if it loosens up a little, that's fine. So I want to loosen it by releasing it just a little bit. I'll put a little bit of glue on the end. I'm going to hold it. So I have a loose coil. Now I can use loose coils to make other quilling shapes. So I'm going to hold it, and if I pinch it on one side, I have a teardrop shape. And I can leave it like this if I'd like, but if I want it to be more of a football shape or a marquee, I can pinch the other side, and it kind of looks more like an eye now. So I have these three shapes that I've made, and there's going to be some ideas on the board so you can look at others, but you'll start assembling these and creating something. So you could make flowers. I have a couple of different flower designs that I've done. You could do, I did a little bug or butterfly. You can work kind of bigger and just do radial symmetry and it not really be a flower specifically. You can make other designs. I'm going to show you one more, and this time I'm going to use the pencil. The heart coil, I would curl it about halfway on one side and then release it. Halfway on the other side and release it. And if I leave it like this, it's the C. And if I pinch it in the center, it's the heart coil. And then I can, again, use these that I've created to assemble or design something. I could just go with the heart and fill it in. I'd really like to see what you can come up with. I look forward to seeing what you make. And we'll end our demo today with this picture of the quilling techniques. I would like for you to try to create 5 different quilling techniques and then assemble your pieces to create something of your choosing. It doesn't matter what it is. You could do a flower, an insect, it's up to you. I can't wait to see what you create.